Well, John, I know you can't go too deep into this, but just reflect a little bit on Geno Smith and just the career, or I'm sorry, the season that he had, and just kind of the process. Everybody wants to know what's going to happen with Geno. I was sitting in the exit, or the interview room down in San Francisco after the game, and he was in there and was pretty emotional.
Were you waiting for the free food, Dave?
Well, no, actually, I had already gone through the line once.
Okay.
No
Andrew
seconds
had already
this time.
hooked you up, huh? Okay.
I got a free Gatorade, yeah. I mean, he got really emotional and everything, and he just he's done a great job this year. Just tell us about the year that he had, and I know you're not going to be able to talk too much about as far as Geno and what you're going to do, but just kind of reflect on the season that he had.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we want Geno to come back. I mean, there's no question, right? There's a balance when you're building a team always, and Geno knows that. I mean, he's been to a number of different teams, and he's seen it firsthand, so he understands the process. We've had clear communication with his agency and Geno himself, so he knows where we stand. But I'm really proud of him. I'm really happy for him. Geno and I have had a number of discussions over the years about the quarterbacks that have been around, like the guys that came out, like, it was around Rich Gannon. He came on a little bit later in his career. And we had NFL Europe for a number of years. And Geno and I had talked about, like, he's like, man, should I go play in the CFL? I mean, I know I could play. And he was always really confident. But, we used to have NFL Europe. And so we had Mark Bulger and Kurt Warner and, JT O'Sullivan and, Brad Johnson and all these guys, Jeff Garcia, they got to go play football. And so, with limited time in the office or in the off season now, these guys just don't get the reps. The starters getting the reps, and he was splitting time with Drew in the preseason, and then Drew got COVID and got sick and tailed off a little bit, in the Dallas game where he was able to play, but. Once Geno was named the starter, and again, I talk about this all the time with Pete, it has an innate ability to instill confidence in people. And once Geno was named the starter, he took it even a notch higher. And whether that was leadership, confidence, whatever, and he did a great job. And Dave Canales and Shane were amazing with him.
Well, as far as that goes, I was telling Dave, I always feel like you and Pete and everybody involved, you don't go into this blindly, obviously, that you've got a plan in mind when it comes, whether it's Geno or anybody else. Is there a number in your head that you guys say, all right, yeah, you all want Geno back. He wants to come back. Is there a number you've got in mind saying we can't cross that? We can't go above this and still fill all of the holes we want to fill on this team? Do you go into those discussions already having that number in mind?
Yeah, but Bob, that's in any negotiation, right? I mean, there's a drop dead number, sure, absolutely. No, we're not going to go there, right? And that's it sounds cold, but like any negotiation I've ever been in,